That is a tough question, to be honest with you. I don't know if a government can actually go in and substantiate the changes in a private person's mortgage, tax rate, as well as interest rate to make the city affordable to the average person who may not be able to pay their bills to live here. For example, let's say I'm living in San Francisco, which is a very expensive place to live, right? Now, your rentals may be, let's say your rent is $4,500 a year in San Francisco. $4,500 a month in San Francisco, right? So if you pay $4,500 a month in San Francisco, you may not be able to afford that. So you have to pick up and go to a cheaper part of the country. Great, that's normally how it's done. But if you don't want to lose that population or that diversity within that community, you may have to lower the amount of rent that you're charging. And the only way that's going to happen is if the government step in and renegotiate your mortgage, the landlord's mortgage, which means the landlord is now going to pay less money and receive less money, in return allow that person to live there comfortably, and yet the landlord can make money, pay off their bills, be profitable, and yet charge a decent amount. Let's say the 45 is now, let's say it's only $1,500 or maybe even $1,000 a month. That may be acceptable to keep that person in that community. But we don't do that today. The person will pay $4,500, if not $5,000 a month to live in that environment. The government must step in at that point to make some changes in and around taxes that the owner has to pay, any kind of discretionaries, which is water, or any kind of energy kind of consumption that they may use, gas and oil or something like that. It also make concessions in regards into renegotiation of that mortgage, with the bank. And that's a private entity coming in contact with a government entity, and how that third party will come in to be able to renegotiate a mortgage so that that person can keep underserved people in that community and not have them pick up and leave and go to a smaller part of a smaller part of town where the services and the quality of life may not be what they're used to. That's really what it comes down to. So you're having a person, going to little small parts of the world. That's usually it. I hope I answered your question. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Shoot.